Thank you, Ava, always working very hard there. Now, if there is one thing we cannot leave home without right here in the UAE, apart from our phones, it has to be our shades. And now, a sunglasses brand based in Dubai is at the forefront of a new wave of cultural transformation. Please join us in welcoming Vishal Madhusoodhanan, the founder of SWEY Collective. Vishal, I hope I said your surname in any way correctly.
Well, it was good enough.
Good
enough.
I'm happy with that.
It's been butchered a lot worse.
I said sway correctly though, right?
That, yes, you did.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's
So
like, sorry.
So tell us, what is sway?
So sway, in terms of the name itself, it's a play on the word SWAY, sway. It's to move, so it's about moving the culture, moving the conversation in a certain direction. But other than that, it's also a derivative of my sister's nickname. So across all fronts, I get brownie points for speaking about the culture and with the family as well. So that's what the brand is in terms of the name. In terms of the product itself, what we are looking to do is make really high-end sunglasses in terms of the quality, on par with your luxury brands, but have it at a relatively more affordable price range to make it more accessible.
And how do you do that?
In terms of the material itself, we source from certain Italian suppliers. For example, one of them being Mazzucchelli. They have been around since the 1800s, so that's like 2 centuries. So most of the renowned eyewear brands source from them, and I'm happy to say that we are one of the guys who source from them as well.
It's incredible. I am actually really excited about your recent collaboration with Stick No Bills, DJ Jeff Jeffdin, because Stick No Bills has been a phenomenon in the last, 12, 14 months only.
Yeah.
It's all about that kind of third culture kid, right? Tell us more a little bit about this collaboration whilst I open these up and potentially model them.
Well, as you can see from the packaging itself, I think it kind of like paints a picture. The artwork, I'm not sure if you've seen the digital content that we had. It was about taking our experience as third culture South Asian kids here in the UAE. I wouldn't even say it's South Asian, it's more than that. It's the third culture experience across the board, because the people who were shooting it, for example, were Hungarian and South African, and they could relate to it as well. So the concept was very beautiful, it was very powerful, and the best part about it is we could involve our parents and our family members. Amazing. It was like they were part of that entire thing. And when we planned this out, it was supposed to be a picnic. That's what we were going for. And we thought they are going to be super awkward about it in front of a camera. But it was quite funny because it looked like they were having a picnic and they called us to shoot.
That makes sense. Well, listen, I've got this. Tell me what you think, gentlemen.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's actually one of our best sellers. I think it goes with their hair.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
They look great,
Beautiful.
don't they?
They do. Being a homegrown brand as well here in the UAE, what are some of the challenges that you face getting into the market?
I think the challenges we face is when you look at it from a business model perspective, you have your direct to consumer and you have your retailers.
Yeah.
Direct to consumer, obviously you have online and offline. From the direct to consumer perspective, that specific channel, I think it's the acceptance, especially the price range we sell at, which is, for example, 700 dirhams. Questions arise, okay, we can buy X brand, why should we buy your brand? So you should be in a position to answer that when it comes to quality, when it comes to branding, when it comes to anything else along with that a consumer might have before making a purchase. Cool trends, for example, it should look good on them.
It looks good on Faris.
So tell me, Vishal.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing.
It does look really good.
You know,
it's more of a vintage one. This is part of a collaboration, by the way, with Stick No Bills.
I sort of do want to wear these for every episode.
Yeah.
So tell me, are you noticing a shift when it comes to homegrown brands in the world of fashion? Because we've had episodes on food, we've had a lot of episodes on tech. Fashion isn't something I've really seen. Are you seeing more of a push towards that here in the UAE?
I think the culture here in general, at least what it was people tend to gravitate towards brands with a lot of hype around it, brands that have been validated by celebrities that don't even, like, let's say, a celebrity from the West, for example. But I feel like that culture is slowly shifting. Events like Seoul DXP, for example, Al Circle Avenue, especially this past couple of months that we have an activation there, that we've been there, I can sense that change and shift. It could also be, I guess, parallelly of a lot of new people coming into Dubai as well over the past couple of months, over the year, I would say. And all of them have certain interests. A lot of people have this conversation about what is the culture here locally, right? And I think in some ways I'm trying to answer that. So are other entities like mine.
Which is great, and I want to know more about how, obviously, this fantastic collaboration with Stick No Bills. What other brands have you collaborated with, or would be a dream collaboration to really get the eyes on the street culture of Dubai? And as Faris said, it's not just glistening buildings and fancy restaurants. Like, we've got a real street culture here. So what would you think of?
I think locally they are quite homegrown. There are quite a few brands. For example, for Soul DXP this year, we are collaborating with One Life, right? So everyone thinks kind of like from a singular dimension, I feel, which is, hey, so fashion and fashion, let's put them together.
Sure.
But I thought, let's try something different. Initially, it was supposed to be a cafeteria idea to pay homage to the culture here. Let's say your Ijazas, your Hara cafeterias, all of those. It eventually ended up being a gas station convenience store. But yeah, One Life, they're from Dubai Design District, if you're familiar with the cafe. That's someone we're collaborating with. In terms of fashion brands, I would love to collaborate with Shabab. Right,
Okay.
that's someone who's on my wish list.
Someone that we're having on the show as well.
Someone we're having on the show, right? That's what I'm trying to tell them as well.
Just trying to
Trying to convince them.
These sunglasses say stick no bills on them.
The Stick No Bills, that's their logo, and we kind of adapted their logo, and it's SWEY Collective on the other side. The
Love
other
it.
arm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Absolutely love
So
it.
it's a blend of both worlds coming together. But yeah, it's a very beautiful collaboration. It's I was telling a few people the other day that after we did it, it kind of felt like I'm a free man for some reason. I think I got a chance to tell our story in a very authentic, genuine way with our parents, and I'm quite happy.
I think that's really nice to have, and thank you for joining us. But we
Thank
still
you
have a
for
lot
having
to talk about.